Angel, did you hear what Coach K called your performance?
Did I hear? I'm sorry.
What Coach K called your performance the other night?
Yeah, I heard.
And how does it make you feel?
I mean, it's great. You know, he's, if not the greatest coach of all college basketball, he's definitely up there. So to have a guy like him, you know, say great things about myself is, you know, it's one of the best feelings you could have.
Angel, Coach just told us a story about the butterflies that you guys lit up. What was that like? And did that? He said it may seem silly or whatever, but it really, he thought it was a symbol of you guys on a journey together and all that stuff. How do you personally, do you like those kind of things, those kind of motivational?
I'm open to everything. It was definitely a very different experience, and you know, kind of a random thing to do, but I think it was great. I think everybody enjoyed it, and you know, every person believes in different things. So whatever he believes in, you know, I'm gonna buy into it because I'm just trying to win games, and you know, you want to keep your coach happy, and as long as you know, as long as we keep winning, the butterflies are gonna make them, you know, feel good. So, but it was a great experience. It was different, but a great thing.
Were you guys looking at each other like, what is this?
At first, we were kind of like, what's going on right now? But then he explained. He went into detail, and you know, it was. I think it was just you know, I think it worked as in it kind of released a little bit of stress. You know, it was early in the season. We had a huge game on the road, so it kind of made the guys relax and feel comfortable and smile and, you know, kind of think about other things rather than the game coming up.
Was that before the Florida game? Which
Yeah.
was before the Florida game?
Yeah.
I think you said a few of the guys had 2 butterflies. Do you remember who?
Yeah, I had 2. I think Tonya had 2. I don't remember very well, but I remember myself having 2.
Remember what color the butterflies were?
Yeah, they were black and orange.
Monarchs.
Sound like monarchs. What is it about the road? You guys in Monterey, Coach even said it, you guys enjoy playing on the road. What is it?
I think you feel more challenged, and you know, every player should be like that. You know, you shouldn't shy away from the competition and the adversity. You should, you know, fight it, try to overcome it, you know, as best as you can. And I think this team is, and that's one of the best things about this team. We don't shy away from anything. We use everything as motivation, and you know, we know how competitive the league is and how great of a fan base a lot of schools have. So we're, you know, early in the season we overcame the Florida game. Now we just went to Duke, so it's not going to get any easier, but we've done it before, and that gives us tremendous confidence going into whatever environment we're going to face.
Angel, you said one of the reasons you came here was to play in the ACC and to play at a place like Cameron. What did you envision it being like all these years that you've thought about what it would be like to be in Cameron? What was it really like? You know, the students, what kind of stuff, and did they yell at you? And how did it live up to your expectation of what it would be like to play there?
Well, I don't think it quite lived up to the expectations, but it's because we did a great job at controlling the fans. But I could see what, you know. Oh, don't get it wrong. Now it was very loud, and the fans were unbelievable, and they do great things. They say great things too. But I think like I said, we did a great job at scoring the ball and not letting them go on a run to the point where the fans had an opportunity to go crazy. But I can see the potential. It's such a small gym. I thought it was going to be, you know, a little bit bigger, but it's really small. So they really crowd everybody in. But like I said, I really see the potential of what it could really be.
What was the funniest thing you heard?
I think that they wanted to take a selfie with DeAndre, and yeah, it was. I mean, I expected, or I've seen or heard them saying stuff to the players or whatever, but the fact that they wanted to take a selfie was kind of unique. So that was cool.
Did you take it?
Nah.
No.
He was ignoring them and stuff, and he was being so serious and ignoring them so bad that the one time he did smile a little bit, the whole crowd went crazy just because he smiled. So it was a cool experience warming up to him.
You looking forward to the day when you guys keep winning? Potentially, there's that kind of, obviously, be hard to replicate it in any other building, but kind of getting that down here.
I mean, hopefully, we. That's how it is in Miami. Reality is you got to win in order for you to have fans. But the times they came to the games, they've been great. They've been loud, and it really helped us. Play harder, and it motivates us. I think every player feels the same way.
Is there a certain mentality that you adopt when you go on the road? You're going to have a hostile environment.
At this point in my career, not really. Just because I played 2 years in the Big 12, and I went to some great arenas and stuff. At this point in my life, it's more of a natural thing, and I know what's gonna come. I think the challenge is to get everybody on the same page and make sure that we don't fall apart once the team goes on a run and the crowd goes crazy and we fall behind.
What were your favorite places to play in the Big 12?
By far, the loudest, Allen Fieldhouse in Kansas, University of Kansas, and Iowa State was definitely it was definitely great too.
What are you looking for at Notre Dame? I mean, I guess they get your attention pretty quickly. You have another huge game coming up. How do you think that's going to be different from the Duke game?
Different team, different philosophies. They play different, way different way. I kind of compare them a little bit to Virginia. They kind of sit back and pack the lane. They don't really pressure and deny the ball like Duke does. So it's going to be a different game. I expect great fans, just like they look on TV. That place also gets really loud, and not to take anything away from the players, they have a great team, and it's going to be a great battle for us.
I want to ask you also about Ivan. The other day, he was telling us that you guys speak Spanish together and stuff. Is that nice to have someone on the team that you can, even though your English is great, but that you can speak Spanish with?
Yeah, of course. I love speaking Spanish, as I grew up, and I didn't have it. I only had it once ever since I came to the United States, and that was my sophomore year when I had a Spanish teammate in my high school. But besides that, I been speaking English since then, and it's good to have somebody speak Spanish too in the locker room and at all times.
Do you guys ever make fun in Spanish of the other guys or stuff that they don't know what
Well,
you're
I think
saying?
we make fun English and Spanish, just like they make fun of us. It's a mutual thing, but we don't. It's not like we do it in Spanish just so they don't hear us. It's just because we speak Spanish, so it happens.
How much is it going to change how you guys do things when he gets out on the court? Or what kind of addition do you think he'll be?
Well, I don't know. I don't think that's really my job to make the adjustments or whatever. The coaches will probably answer that question better, but I do think he's going to contribute in a lot of ways. I think he can really rebound the ball. He's definitely a knockdown shooter and has very, very high IQ. So there's a lot of things he could do and can offer for this team. But the coaches will know what they're going to do with them. I know for sure he's not going to hurt us. He's really going to help us. So that's a good thing about it.
Angel, was there anything you did when you were younger to develop your ball handling skills, like any special drills or things that you kind of adopted as a way to improve your ball handling skills?
Nah, when I was younger, I would just go on on the court in Puerto Rico and play basketball with my friends. If I was alone, then I would shoot. I would never really work on my ball handling skills.
So it's just from playing a lot of games?
Yeah, but I did work on my handles really for the first time this past year that I was sitting out. I feel like overall, naturally, thank God, I had good ball handling, but I worked on it, and it feels tighter. It feels way better now that I actually worked on it for for a year.
Is there anything specific you did during that year?
A lot of stuff, 2 balls, 1 ball, everything basically.
But you just had the luxury of really
Yeah, I was
spending a lot of time on it.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
basically.
Thank you.
Yep.